Good evening once again, and welcome for today's lesson. Today I'm handling literature as part of the JCS basics for literature, that is literal devices, the styles used in literature. And please sit, relax, and enjoy the lesson. Now, we have some of the words that we use when we are writing stories, and we use these words when we are writing poems and so on. So today I just want to introduce you to some of the literary devices, those we use in literature. Number one, I want to talk about a metaphor. Metaphor. What is a metaphor? A metaphor compares two different things. A metaphor compares two different things. For example, if I say Israel is a giraffe, if I say Israel is a giraffe, it does not really, or it does not necessarily mean that Israel is a giraffe, but it creates an image in your mind, or in a reader's mind, that makes this reader try to understand the relationship between Israel and giraffe. Now, in short, this means that Israel is as tall as a giraffe. When I say as tall as a giraffe, it is now introducing another style. We call it a simile. A simile also tries to compare two different things. For example, when I say Nunex is as tall as a giraffe, if I say Nunex is as tall as a giraffe, now this has just created or has brought it clearly, and someone may understand and know very well that that person they are talking about is tall. Another word, another device is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia, it is a word that sounds like what it is describing, or a word that sounds like what is described. For example, when I say the lion roared loudly, we have the word roared. The lion roared loudly. Now this means that the lion was roaring. Another example, you can say the balloon popped. We have that sound popping, so balloon popped. Balloon popped. Another style is personification. Personification is assigning human qualities to something that isn't human. Assigning human qualities to something that isn't human. For example, if you say the lion was talking and shouting at people and slapping people and kicking everybody, and it was so furious that it never wanted to see anybody. Now, you see, the lion cannot talk and the lion cannot kick. But in this case, you have given the lion the characters of human. Therefore, that style used there, we call it personification. It is called personification. Personification. And also, when you say Mr. Lion was preparing to get married, or Mr. Lion was preparing for anything, we have this word Mr. Lion. That is personification. There is for example, another example I can say, the tree is dancing in the wind. You imagine now the tree is dancing. How does a tree dance in the wind? That is an expression, personification. We have idiom. Idiom is a group of words that have a different meaning from the literal meaning. E.g., when you say break a leg, break a leg. Break a leg, it sounds meaningly. You may think it is breaking your leg, injuring your leg, and you cannot talk. But in a real sense, it talks about good luck. Break a leg means good luck. And then you say that paper, examination paper, was a piece of cake. Imagine about the piece of cake. It's something very small, but it was sweet. So you enjoyed it, but though you not ate enough because it was just small. So we say a piece of cake. So a piece of cake may, in this sentence, It means it was simple, but the paper was not a piece of cake. You see, another device used is alteration. Alteration is a repetition of the same letter or sound at the beginning of words. For example, when I say this word, fair is fall and fall is fair. We have fair is fall and fall is fair. And then there is another word, style, we call it hyperbole. Hyperbole is an exaggerated statement, e.g., when you say they were dying of laughter. How can laughter kill somebody? They were dying of laughter. We know very well laughter cannot kill someone, but that is a style, we call it hyperbole. Assonance is another style. Assonance is a repetition of the same vowels in the stressed syllables of successful words. Stressed syllables of successful words. For example, if I use the word rhyme, we have the word rhyme of R-H-Y-M-E for egg. E for egg. And then we have rhyme of R-I-M and then E for egg. So you see these words, they have at the end. And then they take the vowels R, A, E, U, U. And then I can say the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. We have the word A. For the rain, we have a rain. Spain, we have a. Falls, we have a. Mainly, we have a. On the plain, we have a. So it becomes the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Don't forget that. We have another one, we call it oxymoron. That is a new oxymoron is a sentence or a phrase with the two opposed or contracting statements, e.g., when you say the chair is pretty ugly, the chair is pretty ugly. How can something pretty become ugly? Pretty and then it's ugly at the same time is confusing, but it creates something in your mind that makes you want to know more about the kind of chair that may be pretty and then at the same time it is ugly. So it is a style used also in literature. There is we can also say, for example, we say Melky is seriously funny, and you say Melky is seriously funny. So how can you be funny? Okay, funny is just funny. How can you be funny in a serious way? Lastly, we have the word pan. Pan, P-U-N. P for potato, U for umbrella, and N for nurse. Pan. Pan is a humorous use of words that convey another meaning. Humorous use of words that convey another meaning. For example, if I say, I like kids, but I don't think I could eat a whole. We have the word kids, K-I-D-S. It has two meanings. One, it is a baby of a goat, a young one of a goat, and then two is also a young one of a human being. But now, when you read I like kids, you may think it is talking about a young one of a human being. But when you continue, but I don't think I could eat a whole of it. Now you realize it is not talking about human beings, because human beings cannot eat a human cannot eat another human. Therefore, it is talking about a kid, which is a young one of a goat. That is what we can eat. Thank you for this lesson, and then we will learn more about even poetics, poem, whichever word that lies there, we will talk about them. Thank you for this time. Help your teacher grow. Share, subscribe. Let us learn together. Thank you and see you next lesson.